What's up there, YouTube? Welcome to this week's video. Thanks for stopping by, visiting the channel. If you're watching this, little update. Throw you guys in on the what's going on, and we're out with Luke's car and getting this thing repaired and going, so we can get to our races and hopefully make them. We finally got some parts, so we ordered the parts, everything to do a full rebuild on this thing. So part of the parts came in this last week from TO Power Sports, one of our sponsors, which was our crank. We got our crank here. We got our pistons, our rings, piston rings right there. We got some gaskets for the water pump. We got our bushings and caps for the connecting rods. We got our connecting rods right here. Right there, connecting rod assembly. So we got those. We got a gasket for the head gasket right here. So we got our head gasket. We got the timing. I think it's the what is it? The crankcase gasket. We got that one. We got the gasket strainer, which I believe this is the top one that goes between the head and the cover. The actual head and the very top cover right there. Yeah, the very top, if you can see right there, that's that gasket. I think goes right in there. If I'm right, it kind of looks that way. But yeah, we got that gasket. So we got all that stuff. We got some of this other stuff in here. Like this other one we got is the coupler assembly. We got all these ones right here, which is the bearing connector for the rods there. That's going to go on the bottom of the connecting rods, the bearings. I say we got our piston rings. So we got our factory Yamaha parts that we ordered from our sponsor, TO Power Sports, in Thousand Oaks, California. And we got in this last week. So those came in the beginning of last week. And then the end of this last week, we got our parts from Casey Hawk here, which he's out of Wisconsin. I guess he builds these motors, pretty good builder. And he also makes some of his own parts and puts together some of his own parts for these things to upgrade some of the stuff, make them better parts in the factory. And the guy that's going to build their motor, help us with their motor, rebuild it, and give us a hand, he recommended getting these parts. So we got a billet water pump that we're upgrading to get rid of the factory one. So this will hopefully it's supposed to be better. It's built too, so it should hope keep the coolant and keep the temperature down, keep the coolant a little bit cooler, I'm assuming. We got an oil pump mod, which is one of the issues that these things, oil pump, from what I was told, can't keep up. So this is a mod for it, I guess, to be able to pump more oil and allows it to keep up with the motor a little bit better. We got our springs. We got new springs right there with the valve spring buckets right there. We got a chain with the roller guide, the chain guide right there, a single guide. So we got that, and then we got some ARP head bolt studs right there. We got ARP head bolt studs. Now, what's funny about these things is this guy's out of Wisconsin, right? He sells ARP head bolt studs for the Yamaha YXZ1000. Awesome, cool. But literally, ARP is, they have two locations. If we went on our driveway and went down the street about a quarter mile, you literally run into ARP. Like we could walk down there in 5 minutes, if that. I mean, I could go out my driveway and do a quick sprint down there and be at ARP. And there's also ARP. They have another facility in Ventura, two facilities in Ventura, which is about 15 minutes away from us. So it's kind of crazy that I ended up getting ARP head studs for this car from someplace out of Wisconsin. A person, dealer, maybe it's a dealer form or something, I don't know. But kind of crazy instead of being able to just get them right here locally. But whatever, I just got them off this site because they were there. And they're supposed to be, you know, ARP is good shit for engines and building stuff. And they're one of the known big names in all the building of motorcycles, cars, I mean, bikes, engines, I mean, all that stuff. So anyways, I figured get them since we're doing this motor, doing everything. So yeah, so there's all our parts that we got. The only we didn't get is the cams in. So we ordered cams. So we're going to throw some cams in this thing. We're not going to do stock cams. We're going to put some cams in, which are Viper cams. They're not anything crazy, but that's what I guess these things really like is they're Viper cams, which is what are used in the snowmobiles. But I read in the forum, and the guy that's helping us out, he said run the Viper cams because I thought about hot cam stage 2 because I read in one of the forums about those being pretty good cams for this, but the Viper cams with the exhaust, a tune, and minor stuff, I guess it really wakes these things up. Plus, the Viper cams are a factory. They're considered part of the factory aftermarket cams. Therefore, if you have any type of issues, tech, racing, any type of rules, I guess they're considered part of the factory parts, even though they're Viper. So we ordered those as part of all these parts, Yamaha parts, from our sponsorship, but those were in Japan and had to come out of Japan. So unfortunately, those didn't come in with these parts here. So those are supposed to be in June 9th, which is about a week and a half from now. So once we get those, that's everything we're waiting on. That'll be the last of it. But we'll have everything that this guy Thomas from TPJToo told me to order and get. And then we're going to get down there. Unfortunately, it's going to be the weekend we're supposed to be racing on a Friday, the day I took off for us to load it for racing and everything. I'm going to go down there that day. We're going to get the motor out of the car. We're going to start stripping the motor down, tearing it all apart. He says if everything's well, inside the motor didn't get torn up, the wall didn't get torn up, everything stayed good, nothing got screwed up in there, that you could actually have this car done in a day. We could have the motor out, tear it down, rebuild it, and have it done in about a day or so. So we still might be able to make the races that weekend. We may not be able to make the whole weekend. So unfortunately, he'll probably miss qualifying practice that Friday. We might end up missing Saturday, but at least we can maybe make Sunday's race. So we'll see what happens. If everything goes well and rebuilding it, get it torn down, and everything looks good, other than just having to put all the new parts back in, then hopefully we can finish it all in one day. We get back together and we can make at least one day of racing that weekend, and get Luke back on the track and get him his new suit. If we make it to the track that weekend, we'll show you guys Luke's new suit and his setup. You can check it out, man. It's pretty freaking rad. I wish it fit me just so I could put on and try it because it's pretty rad. But anyways, hopefully we make a races. Hopefully it all works out. And if so, we'll be at the track then and make it at least a race maybe. And we'll show you and give a little video of the car all put back together and done, and then the his suit, man, fresh suit, bitchin' suit. But before then, I'll give a video of us tearing the motor down and getting rebuilt, and part of the tear down process, and of us getting it put back together with this guy, because I think I'm gonna stay down there for the day and help him because I want to learn some of this and get our hands in there and learn and be able to do some of this stuff ourselves. And like I say, hopefully at some point, make this a full-time gig and get back to the bikes, get back to go-karting, and just live this life that we want with their toys and bikes and cars, and enjoying this lifestyle outside that we really like and want. So anyways, here's an update for you guys. Want to let you know where we're at, and thanks for stopping by. This week's kind of a boring video, sorry, nothing too exciting, but just wanted to come on here and do an update and let you guys check out the parts we got, and let you know where we're at. And I think that's about it, man. We'll have some other stuff we're gonna be doing. I think we're gonna well, obviously have to put new oil filter, new oil. We'll put new coolant. I think we're gonna change oil. I've been told on these things, the diesel Rotella, which is what they use for the diesel trucks, are actually really good in these things. I don't know how many people use it, but from what I hear, um, talking to this guy today, he says, yeah, they use them because the diesel oil Rotella has got such a high, what do you tell me? Um, because of diesels, the loads they pull and the kind of heat they, um, uh, I'm brain farting on the name, create. The heat they create, and because the oil for the turbos and stuff, even though this is not a turbo car, they say is really bitching for these things. And so I hear, and then also the guy that's going to help us said that there's actually quite a few people. He actually, that's what he runs on these things is Rotella, and then transmission as well. So so yeah, we're probably going to switch up that, try new that. We'll put new plugs, um, and yeah, hopefully everything goes well. We'll get this thing rebuilt, get back to our races, and that though, stay tuned for that video. But we'll have something before then. We're gonna hit Paula this weekend, the first round of the outdoor motocross. Hayden Deeg on a 450. What do you guys think? You think he's gonna podium? You think he's gonna give the other guys, the vets and the big dogs, a run for the money? You think he's gonna top 5? What do you think he's gonna come out? I think he's going to do pretty well. He may not do well the first couple races, but I guarantee I give it half the season, and he'll be right there, top 5, and he'll be running. He'll be giving those guys a handful. So, anyways, here's this one. Thanks for stopping by. Stay tuned for the next one. Should be a much better video. We'll have some Paula footage coverage for the first outdoor motocross season of the race at Paula Fox Raceway down there in Paula, California. So thanks for stopping by. We'll see you in the next one.